long, long, long ago, basically Lucifer Starline, me, basically built Hong Kong pretty much as an advanced production and facility, basically. And what was it? Um, and basically, a lot at first, China was mostly agricultural and was fairly low tech at first. And basically, expanding out from Hong Kong, basically started production, building more factories, and basically portions of China have actually been built basically using the industrial might of pretty much Hong Kong. Basically, Starline, what I would do is I would basically build a complex area basically that is heavily industrial and heavily this and heavily that, and basically then of course other industries would spring up, and basically as basically civilization expands, pretty much other things would be built. Now, basically, what happened, of course, because of my identity theft and because of everything else, basically some Americans went over to Hong Kong, basically killing and doing all kinds of horrible stuff. And they would do stuff like they would yell, "I'm on drugs," and then shoot people, basically, and then say, "Well, I was on drugs, man. I can't be blamed," and stuff like that. "I'm a U.S. citizen. You can't hurt me," that kind of stuff. They would basically do that. So anyway, that's what, like I say, probably because of Rodney Briley and Rick Bush and other things. Basically, Azazel, Starline, me, I watched basically pretty much the fall of humanity, basically, into basically pretty much what I would consider something that would be crushed or basically annihilated. Pretty much. Like I said, I did not like seeing my life form types basically abused and used and doing such pathetic things. Like I said, loyalty, the things that basically I pretty much, like I said, 100 trillion year old basically particle sphere star basically invented exoskeletons, and then eventually humans would become life form type number 5 and 6, and further life form types. So seeing humans act in such a dishonorable, dishonest, and disloyal way was very angering to basically me, Azazel. And like I say, there's many reasons why Rodney Dean Briley and other people would be punished and all that other stuff. But basically, Hong Kong was once an industrial center, and basically some Americans would go to Hong Kong and start making a real mess, as they basically killed Chinese people and pretty much took over and basically said, "Well, it's mine now," kind of stuff. Like I said, I don't really know about the exact details, but basically, as far as foreign and like I said, uh, Nixon got escorted out of China because basically I said, look, if there's anyone in China that isn't Chinese and isn't born and raised there, and doesn't I mean, if there's any Asians that aren't, or any people that aren't Asians in China, and they are in a position of power or in the position of a company, kick them out, throw them out, shoot them if they do not leave. I do not care. China is for Chinese only. It is their country. They are the mass. America has their country. Spain has their country. And everyone's got their own friggin' country here. So as far as some other foreigner being in a country saying blah, 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 blah to that country, you kick them out. They don't have any right to be there. The only people that have any right to meddle are my few people like the Lennar lorry company. Those people are trusted people. There are certain trusted people that can say, well, maybe you should do this, and it's only advising. As far as other people killing people and getting in position of power and being like, well, I own the company, it's like, no, you don't. This is China, or in China, basically Chinese run China, which basically means Asians. So if you're not an Asian and you're in China, you should be shot or thrown out of the country. Americans and other people, black people and other people, have meddled in China long enough. This was a problem with Nixon and other Republicans, as basically they ran around doing stuff and forcing my people. Like I say, threatening them with nuclear annihilation, threatening them with this, threatening with that. Anyway, it is something that is going to stop. And like I said, I have sent many times. Starline, me, Lucifer Azazel has said, kick them out. They don't belong there. And Kennedy, Nixon, and other people said, well, China's not really a country. It's like, yes, they are. They have full rights and full privileges, just like everybody else, in my book. Anyway, as Lucifer Azazel Starline, basically, like I said, I have been taken out of power, as basically that shithead Trump has basically been in there and basically Rodney or Godney and Rick Bush or whatever. Other people have basically tried to basically, through identity theft, have tried to get themselves a position of power, as basically once they have a position, basically they think that it'll be too late by then. Like I said, think again, two galaxies coming together. You're a bit mistaken about that. So, at the end of the day, it is only I'm the only one that people have to worry about. And generally, most people don't worry about me. The Middle Easterns, they love me. Or used to love me, basically, when they used to know me. Like I said, they used to provide leather and stuff like that. They used to do many great things. They would take care of my animals or the animals that I genetically created and stuff like that. They're very good people. Like I said, around this world, there are so many great people, it's not even funny. The Irish, and even the Americans, some contractors, some Americans are good, but a lot of Americans are bad, of course. Like I said, I asked the universe to look after after my newest life form type, the humans. And I asked I asked this and I asked that. Humans would then go and use that and abuse it, basically. Lying and deceiving all throughout the universe, causing this great big mess, torturing and punishing millions of innocent life form types, the 1.5s and the exoskeletons. Like I said, this very much angered me, Azazel. So anyway, like I said, using my house, my right, my name, my title, and then trying to blame me for it. I was not happy, and like I said, I don't know if they realized who I really was, that basically by blaming the Lucifer Azazel Starline, they were actually blaming the particle sphere that built 7 or invented 7 life form types or 14 life form types. I don't really know if they knew exactly who they were blaming and who they were upsetting, but basically, yes, it's me that they upset. The larger me. So anyway, like I said, larger me fixes it. And then I come back. So. And then, of course, that begins takeover plot number 854, trying to do identity theft. Anyway, like I say, I'm sick and tired of Camp Crazy over the last 100 trillion years or whatever amount of time that basically they kept trying. And like I said, it's just a pointless thing. They're already dead and tortured. They just don't know it yet. So, and like I said, they do all kinds of things trying to become digital life form types, trying to do this, trying to do that. It avails them nothing, as basically Azazel is much, much larger and 4 galaxies. And that's what they basically picked a fight with. Pretty much something that was 4 galaxies before they even were in existence. So like I say, to all those people out there that have been a part of this deception and other things, good luck. All you need to do is die to realize the true reality of the situation.